Hey YouTube, it's me, Leo currently. This is the day 4 highlights. Day 4, people started popping off. Okay, it starts with, Austin asking James to massage his hamstring, It was pretty cheeky. But yeah, it was because Farrah and Jenna were hearing all that shit, and then, Farrah then goes up to James and says, well, you're, slip and sliding on your sexuality shit. And that pretty much was pretty offensive to Janice. And so Janice goes up to Bobby and saying, because Janice is apparently a side, ambassador of good relations, so she was talking to Bobby about this and how it is offensive to her and to a lot of the housemates. And so they try to discuss it, and then Farrah just walks in and leaves. And yeah, Janice did overhear that Farrah said that she was the queen of reality TV, and then Janice was like, no, I am the queen of reality TV! With Sion's tongue pop, but I know I shouldn't be doing close to the camera shit, but I love it. Okay, so, I'm gonna volunteer my time to Farrah and just say, and volunteer to Farrah that, because she said that sexuality was, a choice and shit, and I'm just like, I'm gonna volunteer this to Farrah. This advice, I'm gonna volunteer this advice to Farrah. Sexuality is not a choice. Sexuality is, what you're born with. It's, the sex that you're born with, or the color of your eyes that you're born with, or the birthmark that you're born with. It's it's what she's born with. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Kind of shit, okay? It's not a choice. But yeah, when I saw Michelle Visage on Bots, she was like, I'm gonna give it a fresh start, with what she did with Katie Hopkins. But yeah, when Michelle saw Farrah, she was just like, I've had it. I've had it too. I don't understand why Jenna is friends with Farrah either. I don't know. I think all the porn stars decided to be a team. These personalities in these fights are making what I don't think Team USA getting along at all. They're not being a good team. Their teamwork's shitty. Their danketsu ryoku ga nai mitai na kanji. Yeah, they don't have teamwork at all, it feels like, because of all these fights that they are putting themselves into. My favorite part, which I literally did make the, thumbnail for this video, was Natasha was just sleeping through this first fight, because I know she's had it and shit, and I was just like, yeah, I've had it too. I've had it officially with this fighting. I want to see the UK team fight. I really do. Because I know they're going to use eloquent words and flowery words and a lot of metaphors. And not Farrah just calling people dipshit and saying that they're immature. Because I'm sick and tired of Farrah calling people dipshits, okay? I'm sick and tired of Farrah with her limited amount of the English language. She needs more vocabulary. She needs, a proper vocabulary lesson. She needed to go to university. She needed to go to college. Instead of doing backdoor teen mom shit. Hell, when she drew her future on Bots, she did not include her fucking child. Whereas with Janice, it was just a menagerie of shit, but at least she wrote her children's names on it and the family and all of her dogs and shit. Come on. At least Janice knows what's in her life and views her now, past, present, and future kind of thing. But yeah, Farrah is just her past, present, and future is her future is just yachts and clubbing and shit, and doesn't include her child. Sorry, I'm moving myself around. I just took a shower. Sorry, it's gonna be very campy today. Okay, so yada yada yada. The next big fight thing, well, it's not really a fight thing, is the UK ladies. They were talking about how, because they saw Stevie in the Speedo, which, by the way, good for Stevie, because I know Stevie is kind of like, Stevie might have muffin tops, might have a fupa kind of thing situation, but he got in the bathtub in a Speedo with Austin and James, and then later Farrah and Jenna. And when when the women saw Farrah and Jenna go into the bathroom, that's when they piped up to Chloe that, yeah, I wouldn't like it if my man was in a bathtub with a woman also. And Chloe was like, I'm okay with it. I'm not jealous. But then she goes in the bathtub and says, like, Stevie, come on. Yeah, and based on what I saw from bots after what I saw from the show, yeah, Chloe is very insecure about things. So yeah, I think this is the insecure side of Chloe Jasmine coming out. So I understand why Chloe Jasmine's like that. She wasn't really jealous. She was just insecure about her love life and everything. Okay, so then Janice wanted to take a nice hot bath before she went to bed. But of course, Stevie, the bromance, and then Farrah and Jenna were in the bathtub for over an hour and a half. Close to 2 hours. And Janice wanted warm water and shit, hot water and shit, so that she could bathe properly. So then she talks to Bobby, because Bobby is the prime minister of the house. Oh, Jenna was like, you're not prime minister! But yeah, Big Brother gave Bobby the prime minister of the house thing. And so, yeah. I was just like, well, yeah. Well, I think the Americans in the house are, like, not listening to Bobby as, like, prime minister, as the leader of the house right now. They're just doing their own fucking shit, because this is, like, the first few weeks, and they are seasoned in reality TV. Majority of the housemates from the U.S. have been on reality TV before. They've done reality TV. They've done the whole thing. So, of course, they know what to do and how to act and shit on the first couple of days. Like, they're just going right at it on the first couple of days, whereas the Team UK, they're still testing the waters. They're still testing the waters, because they're not going to start fighting until, like, they've had it with the Americans. I swear, I think it's going to be they've had it with the Americans, and the UK and US are going to actually fight. Which I think is going to be done during the shopping task, which I can't wait. I think tomorrow's live show is going to be live nominations also, because I can't wait for the first nominations. I can't wait for the first shopping task. I can't wait to see if the Team US gets rations, because I want to see the kosher rations for Jenna Jameson. Okay. So, okay, the whole bathtub thing, and then Bobby's like, okay, Janice wants to take a bath. Can you guys, like, leave it there and shit and stop there? But, yeah, they weren't gonna do that. They left the bathroom dirty as fuck, because they had mud masks on and shit. And then Janice took a shower, and it wasn't hot enough for her. And then Janice is telling Bobby, after she got out of the shower, that the bathroom was, like, dirty. And then Bobby brings Austin over and tells Austin, can you please clean up the thing? And then Austin brought up Gail, and then Janice comes out and says, don't make Gail do this! And then Austin's like, well, you had Gail do everything, like, unpack your shit, make your bed, you know, all that kind of shit. And then Janice was doing the pantomime spitting. There was no really footage of Janice spitting on Austin's face. But Austin believes and felt like Janice spat on his face. And so then Janice so everybody in the house was pressing on the dining room door. And then Janice was like, I want to go in the dining room to the microphone. And Janice just walks into the dining room area, and then, yeah, she had to have her first side of the story, which I do when I'm in a fight. I tell my side of the story first to somebody. Like, when I was younger with my with my brother and my brother and I were fighting, I would tell my side of the story first, and then my brother would tell his, because I was the younger one, and I was the angel. Bing! But yeah, I'm going to volunteer some of my opinions to you. So, then, this is funny. So then Austin goes in the diary room and said he was offended. He felt like he was spat on and shit like that. And then he goes back to the bedroom. He was in the bedroom with Jenna and Farrah, and he was like, I've had it. Jenna was like, I've had it. Farrah was like, didn't give a fuck anymore. So, and, oh no, this is the funny part. In the morning, though, that morning, Austin was provoking Farrah with her ass, with her bum, and saying, like, asking if it was fake or not. And Janice was like, no, you apologize because you probably offended her. And then Farrah was like, yeah, apologize. Apologize, saying sorry if I offended you. And shit like that. When really, it was just, Austin should have kind of said sorry for being a wind-up merchant, not for offending Farrah. Because everybody offends Farrah, I think. Everything that I think Farrah does is, like, offensive to people. And I think Farrah thinks everybody else offends her, so. Yeah. Okay, now let's go back to the spitting thing. So, that night, everybody is in all the housemates except for Janice are going to sleep in the bedroom. And Janice had to sleep on the couches. And then, day 4 morning, they issue Janice a formal final warning. If this was Channel 4, they would have just booted her ass out, actually. For that kind of behavior. And then I saw the exclusive on Bots, where Janice, like, deeply apologizes. I think now Janice, for right now, for the next couple of days, Janice will be, like, probably behave herself a little bit better. I don't think she'll put herself into fights that much for the next couple of weeks because of that incident with Austin. But yeah, Janice was, like, formally apologizing. And apologizing nicely, which, and you know Janice, she'll tell the truth, she'll tell her opinions. She's not gonna lie. And Austin was just like, well, I'm still too tired to take in your apology yet. I'm like, I know he felt offended and shit, but I mean, like, come on. She's, like, apologizing to you. At least man up and say, I'll take it into consideration, or I forgive you, or I won't forget, but I forgive you, kind of thing. I know, Austin, but no. Fan favorites are now, like, Jenna and Austin and Janice, but I mean, come on. My favorite to win is still Gail. But I'm gonna volunteer to you who I think you guys should evict in the UK, and that is Farrah. Because she is a cancer to reality TV. She's acting like Spidey was on Celebrity Big Brother. And I will not, if she gets into that bedroom thing where they do the camera thing, where she's, like, in the background in that room and shit. I know that's going to be designed for her, but I mean, like, I'm going to be like, I'm over it. I've been over Farrah since, like, I saw her on Teen Mom and how she was dogging and, like, insulting her baby daddy, who died before they even shot Teen Mom. Who died before her baby was born. I know. And then she was just like, he was the only guy that really, truly loved me on fucking, couples therapy. Yeah, I know. Ugh. Okay, so, oh, and then I loved one of the Bots exclusives on yesterday's show, where Bobby Davro called American septics because of the Cockney slang, where the Cockney slang was, oh, American yank rhymes with tanks, so they were like septic tanks. And all the Americans got pissed off. They're like, no, No, no. I wouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't give a shit if. I wouldn't give two shits if Bobby Davro called me a septic tank. Even though I'm American, I'm kind of proud to be American. I'm not kind of. I'm saying I'm kind of proud because, yay, I have all these freedoms and shit. But I mean, come on. I don't think the rest of America has that many freedoms. Like, racial profiling is at an all-time high. Racial profiling is at all-time high by the police and shit like that. And there's other things like I believe that they should take weapon control very seriously, like in the UK. I believe that they should have psych evals at Walmart just to buy fucking guns. I know that's pretty extreme for you conservative Republicans, but yeah. That's what I believe. I would never carry a fucking gun. Like what Austin said about carrying a fucking pistol to the fucking post office. I would never do that in America. Okay, so this has been me, and I'm gonna volunteer my time to tell you. See ya.